Hey Danny, how you doing, man?
Hiya!
That was stunning. That's countdown, isn't it?
Yeah, that's countdown. I think.
I see.
I couldn't remember
okay.
the Chase's theme tune. What's the Chase's theme tune?
Da.
Oh yeah, shit.
That's the Chase's theme tune.
Hello and welcome to the Chase.
I hope the answer to this question is not one that will make me double over because it sounds vaguely like a slang term for genitals.
Do you know what my favourite part of that entire show is?
What?
The end bit where he goes, potato.
Yeah, is that Bradley Walsh's production company or something?
I don't know, but whatever production company it is, they've paid him to go, potato. Just...
I'm sure this is fantastic content for our American listeners, who
Yes.
I presume have no idea what the Chase is. How would you describe the Chase in 10 words or less, Danny?
It's a show where, for lack of a better word, ordinary people come on and are asked general knowledge questions by experts, and it's like 4 people against 1 expert, and if they win, then they win money.
Yeah, they go home with, the first few rounds are, dedicated to them building up money to go home with, and the final round is them being able to take it home or not.
Yeah.
Which is a great thing, when it works really well when it's, regular people go on the show, and they're like, oh, we've got 20 grand in the prize fund, and if we win, we'll split it between us and we'll take it home, and that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But then they also do a version called the Celebrity Chase, and you think, okay, great, so it's celebs that are doing the what's the word I'm looking for? The quizzing.
Yeah.
In order to get the money and then go home with it. But of course they're celebrities, so they're rich, so they can't really or whatever can't be shown to be giving them a load of cash. So instead they say, "Oh, what charities are you donating your money to today?" And they'll say, "Oh, I'm donating to this charity. I'm donating to this charity." And they'll go down the line and say, and then it'll get to a point where the chaser will stop them from sending 50 grand to some kind of children's cancer trust charity, and then the chaser's there going, ha 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 ha, I beat you, and I've stopped money going to charity, ha ha. And then to make them not look like completely evil people, Bradley Walsh has to stand there and go, and of course, because it's for charity, we are going to give him a bit of cash, and he'll reel off some number that I am unaware of. But I always think that's a bit absurd to watch the chaser sit there, rubbing their hands together greedily and going, ha 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 ha, I have stopped £50,000 going to Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, or something absurd. It's crazy.
You know, I obviously, yeah, good money should go to charity and all that. But why is it that when it's normal people on, they win fuck all, and every time I see a celebrity on, they win so much money?
I don't know. Maybe the questions are easier for celebrities.
Yeah, because they're dimmer.
Actually, I suppose. Sorry, that took me a sec, which I suppose proved your point. But maybe it's because the people that are likely to send a letter to ITV or whoever and say, "Oh, put me on a quiz show, put me on The Chase or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire" or whatever, they're more likely to be people that enjoy quizzing. Every now and then you'll watch a quiz show and it's clear that there's this person's in the pub every Thursday night for quiz night, and he's doing quizzes on Zoom with his family and whatever. So maybe they have to make the questions harder.
Yeah.
To make it to make it slightly, not fairer, but do you know what I mean?
Like Johnny Vegas and Benidorm.
Yes. Oh. I tried to watch Benidorm, and I couldn't. To be quite honest, it's the things that I struggle with watching. I can watch gore, and I can watch violence, and I can watch really horrific things. But the 2 things I really struggle with is somebody's will being broken in some way. I think we've discussed this on the podcast, but if somebody's a really powerful person and then something traumatic happens to them and they're like, "Oh, I just hate everything now and I want to die," I can't watch that. I hate that. And the other thing is couples having really vicious arguments.
Yeah.
I absolutely cannot stand to watch it. If Chloe and I, my wife and I, are watching something where a couple's arguing, the argument will finish, and I'll just look over at her and be like, "Love you, babe." And she'll be like, "It's okay, don't worry," because it's really stressing. For example, I was watching You, and it just this constant conflict between Penn Badgley and I have no idea of the actress's name. I think the character was called Guinevere or something like that.
Yeah.
But this constant conflict, and I was just like, this is stressing me out so much. I can't stand to watch it. But in the first season of Benidorm, there's a couple that have this constant bitter argument going on. And you're meant to be sort of laughing at them and saying, oh, well, they're on holiday and they hate each other. Ha 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 ha. Isn't that hilarious? And I'm just sat there thinking, oh, Johnny Vegas is trying to win a quiz contest and he's taking it really seriously. That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
And then it'll cut to this wife in this couple is cheating on her husband, and I'm like, oh, that's really stressful.
Yeah, that's...
I can't watch that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I could not watch Benidorm.
It is, I mean, it's very funny when, like, he doesn't get a question right and he just loses it. And just, like, takes it out on his poor mum. She's just reading him the quiz. For God's sake, Mum! She says, I'm sorry, I didn't know. God!
So is that the kind of quizzer you are? What kind of quizzer are you? Are you the Johnny Vegas quizzer who gets furious at the quiz, the question, the person asking the questions when they don't get the answer? Or are you the chaser that rubs their hands when they stop money going to charity?
Well, I'm not that smart. So I'd probably...
I'm not that smart either.
No, I'd probably be the very angry person who gets the questions wrong and then blames everyone else because of my intellectual inferiority. For our American listeners, what would be like Family Feud? Would that be one?
Yeah, Family Feud. I'm pretty sure that's an American quiz show. Yeah. And what's the other one that's big over there? Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune. I was saying it in your accent there. Wheel of Fortune. It's Wheel of Fortune.
Sorry, Danny. It's Wheel of Fortune.
Fortune.
What's the goal of Wheel of Fortune? Do they?
They have.
This is a stupid question. You answer a question, spin the wheel, and win $500 or something.
Something
What's
like
the
that.
idea? Oh, would you like to hear the really complex Google description of it?
Go on.
Education-based program. Thanks, Google. That really fucking helps you, dickhead. American game show. Contestants solve word puzzles similar to those used in Hangman to win cash and prizes determined by a giant spinning carnival wheel.
Oh.
So it's like Countdown, but if the prize on Countdown was dictated by a giant spinning wheel.
Yeah.
If after putting the letters up, Rachel Riley was like, okay, well that's that done. Now I better go and spin this enormous giant carnival wheel to determine what you'll win. Okay, I understand the concept of Wheel of Fortune.
Well,
we have Family Feud in Britain. We have, Family Fortunes it's called over here.
Oh yes, so we do. I've never seen it.
I mean, it's alright. It's exactly what you'd expect it to be.
Yeah. Well, we've sort of copied Wheel of Fortune today. Because
yes, we have.
Instead of Wheel of Fortune, Wheel of Bullshit we have.
Whoa! That's fantastic.
Tune that's played every time. There you go.
Sorry, are you looking for me to add in a musical stinger in post? Who's editing
Well,
this?
it's me that's editing it, so
Danny, add in a musical stinger in post.
I've just given some work for myself there.
We both know that's not going to get done.
No, fuck that. Fuck that. No, but I'll
synchronise up our voices and go, fuck it, that'll do. Just send it back over to me.
Lewis, I've done it. I don't even know if I added the jingle on at the beginning, but there you go. The only other bit of editing that needs to be done. But,
I play the start of the podcast to listen to just make sure that everything's in sync, and then it's just some random song that's just in your iTunes library. You've uploaded that instead.
Yeah.
So, Danny, why is there Led Zeppelin playing at the start of this episode of the podcast? What's going on, man?
It'll be something really obscure, like the Gladiator soundtrack or something like that.
The TV show or the theme? Or the film?
The theme, yeah, the film.
Oh, okay.
Film
Not the TV show where people hit each other with oversized rubber mallets.
No.
I'm pretty sure that was also about winning cash, wasn't it?
Everything's about winning cash, Lewis. That's the horrible. That's the horrible game we play, all of us.
That's the horrible game called capitalism that we play.
I'm gonna. Do you know what? I'm gonna spin the wheel because we've had a bit of bullshit. But if the wheel isn't spun, then what's the point in this fucking thing?
Okay.
Okay. You've won. Fuck all. No, I have got down dimples.
Dimples. Oh, dimples. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have anything particular to say about dimples?
Why the fuck does everyone like dimples?
I can honestly say I've never given them any thought. I'm gonna Google dimples, so I've got some hilarious banter to throw out there.
It's a thing that people find dimples really attractive. and I'm not sure why. I mean, it's just sort of semi holes in your face when you
dimple
smile.
is a small natural indentation in the flesh and the part of the human body, most notably in the cheek.
Yeah.
There's a picture of Adele. There's a picture of what's his name, Finnick Odair from the Hunger Games.
Oh,
I don't know
yeah,
the
yeah.
actual actor's name. And Jacqueline Josser and Ariana Grande and a boy. I think that's just stock art. I don't think that's. I don't think that boy is a celebrity.
Now I've heard from outside sources that
Right.
people will get piercings in their face in order to get dimples.
Okay, that sounds extreme.
Because they like them that much, that they want dimples, and some piercings cost like 80 quid. So they're paying like 80 quid a piercing to try and get dimples to form. So
Good lord.
there must be something good about them. There must be do you see every time you get if you get dimples, do you go to the higher dimension or something like that and speak with the?
Yeah, it's like what's that film? Is it Lucy? Where Scarlett Johansson becomes
what a terrible film.
100% of her brain. It was a terrible film. It's enjoyable.
It makes
but
no
also
sense.
A strange, confusing, terrible thing. But yeah,
That's
she
not
takes
how
a load
the
of
brain
drugs
works.
that are also kind of present in pregnant women, and then she somehow becomes a reality-altering genius.
Yeah,
and turns herself into a USB stick at the end.
I've got to say, folks, we do use 10% more of our brains now and again. It's not just if you go over, you'll see the Matrix. So
I'm pretty sure it's not that. Isn't it that you actually do use all of your brain? Like if you just because you're not consciously thinking with a bit of your brain doesn't mean it's not automatically breathing and swallowing.
Yeah,
you know,
and how the
do you know
fuck
what I mean?
how the fuck is that measured? Who's it's only 5% today? How does that work? That makes no sense.
Yeah, Jeremy, can you just sit in this MRI machine for 24 hours, please? You all right? You're not allowed to swallow or eat or drink for 24 hours. Is that all right, Jeremy? Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry, mate. Okay.
Who the fuck is Jeremy in this sinister mind game that you've come up with?
Jeremy is the test subject of this horrific situation in which he's forced to stay in an MRI machine for 24 hours.
Yep. Only Lewis could dream up a character for a hypothetical man. Most people just say, right, okay, if you've got a banana here and a banana, but he's created a person to experiment on, a fucking guinea pig.
It's the writer in me, Danny. I can't be stopped.
Jeremy, he's got 2 kids.
Yeah, by this time next week, I'll have sent you the script for the pilot episode of my new TV show, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
The first episode is like you getting to know him.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you know what it is? You know those little, when you buy a piece of furniture?
Yeah.
You pull the drawer out of a piece of furniture and it's got one of those little packets in it that says silica gel, do not eat.
Yeah.
Right, well, Jeremy is like, oh,
Does
what
he-
happens if I do eat one? And what happens? And then he eats one, and he crunches it up and swallows it, and then he just wakes up with a jolt, and it turns out he's been in the Matrix the whole time. He's been an MRI machine.
Oh, that's shite. It's the end of Lost. Oh, fuck.
I've never watched Lost.
Have you not?
I have not.
Well, don't. It's shite. It's good, isn't it?
How come you said, oh, have you not? No, I don't.
Now, I've heard that what happened is that someone guessed the ending and they just went and fucking changed it.
Yes, I have heard exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
That someone guessed the ending on the Lost forums, and yeah.
Yeah. We're not really talking about dimples anymore, but that's fine. I spent about half an hour last night. What have we not talked about? What have we still to talk about? Dimples.
There's a random word generator that could okay, dictionary.com.
Yeah, we could do
That was a lot of effort.
a lightning round of bullshit. Just words, just going. First thing that comes to your
we're going to do a
head.
lightning round. Accept cookies, because that's something I have to click on every website I go on. Word of the day. Eco-anxiety. This does not sound like an exciting...
No, you can't really get much because...
Psychiatry. Anxiety caused by a feeling of dread of environmental perils.
Fucking hell.
Well, that's not a happy one. Asunder, that's the previous one. Also not great.
That's so shit. These are so shit.
Leitmotif. Okay. A unifying or dominant motif, a recurrent theme.
Well,
So,
our current theme
the example is
is
a leitmotif in science fiction is the evolving relationship between humans and machines.
well, I mean, our leitmotif is bullshit.
Yes, is constant recurring nonsense that nobody will ever understand.
No, because it hides our inadequacies to come up with decent content.
Yeah, it does. If we pretend to be shit, people will think that the actual shitness is just part of the act.
Yeah, it's like when, do you know what it's like Tommy Cooper, where he intentionally got the stuff. I'm not comparing myself to Tommy Cooper because that would be vain as all fuck.
I am not as funny as Tommy Cooper.
No, that we can approve that message. Shouting into the void are not as funny as legend Tommy Cooper. Have you ever seen The Play That Goes Wrong?
I have not seen The Play That Goes Wrong.
It's a play that stuff goes wrong in it.
Well, there we go. There was a TV series for a bit, wasn't it? They did a bit on
that's
BBC One sort of prime time or something for a bit. Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
I think I watched a bit of that, and it was like a door wouldn't open.
Oh!
So they were stood outside of a dining room pretending they were in the dining room.
Yeah.
And someone was knocking on the door, but they were actually in front of. It was like a whole thing.
That's what I find. I find that stuff sort of funny. I think that's one of the only things that I find funny in like a show like Mrs. Brown's Boys when like they make a mistake and they just keep it in the episode.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I find that kind of funny, but other than that,
you know what I don't find funny?
What?
I don't find funny the fact that I essentially never watch terrestrial TV, and yet I still have to pay license fee. That's what I think. That's what I don't find funny, Danny.
Oh God, here we go. You can't just like unplug your box and just like refuse to pay it. And if they
I don't have a box. It's just my TV's plugged into the wall.
We could just unplug it when they come round.
The thing is, if you refuse to pay it, then they come round and like fine you.
Which is so strange.
House, they like fine, which is utterly bizarre because it goes to fund the BBC, which is odd.
Yeah,
it's an odd way to fund things.
There must be a way that you can opt out of it. There must be a way it's like, right, okay, I want all my other channels. Can you just take like BBC off it?
I think if you opt out, the only way you can opt out, I think they have to send someone to your house that checks you aren't sneakily watching TV.
Right. I mean, can't you just do that with iPlayer anyway? See if it's on your phone, you get that pointless question, do you have a TV license? I just say yes. I don't pay for it. It's my loving parents that pay for it, you know? I mean, I pay...
Loving?
Well, yeah, well, I pay my fair share, Lewis. I won't have you call me a scrounger.
I won't have you besmirching my name.
But, yeah...
To both of our listeners.
Hello, Darius. Hello, Aditya. How are you guys? I hope you're well.
Yeah, I also hope you're well.
Yeah. But because what happens if you say yes? Does it get sent to like the mothership or something like that? And they're like,
The BBC mothership, yeah.
Check that one, David. And David's like, yeah, there's no way of knowing whether he has a TV license because it's on his phone.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really good point, because I do have a TV license. I do pay for a TV license. But is there somebody checking records and stuff?
Yeah.
If you were to approach BBC iPlayer with a VPN that said you were in Turkey, would they give a shit? Would it still just ask the same question, or would it present it to you in Turkish or something? I have no idea.
No idea. Do you remember did you ever remember those vans that they said they had?
No, this sounds horrifying. Those
BBC detection vans to make sure people were put. It was utter bullshit, but they just sort of said, "We are listening" and stuff like that. I think that was back in like the 70s or something. They used to like just.
So when you said, "Do you remember?"
Oh yeah, sorry.
You meant, "Do you remember that thing that happened 30 years before you were born?"
Do you remember the Russian Revolution?
Sorry, hang on. BBC detection. I glossed over that to make a hilarious joke about how young I am.
Yeah.
The BBC detection vans. That's horrific.
I know, but I don't think they were real. Vans. I think they were just a way to sort of scare people into doing it.
TV detector vans. TV detector vans are vans. Thank you, Wikipedia.
Cheers.
Which, according to the BBC, contain equipment that can detect the presence of television sets in use. Is that even possible?
It's bollocks.
It's definitely not possible now.
It's bollocks.
It's like yeah, exactly. Plus, at sort of the night time. Let's say Chloe and I are watching TV, then like, yeah, the TV will be on, but like we'll also both have our phones, and Chloe will probably have a Nintendo Switch, and I'll probably have my laptop. Right, that's bollocks.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably just some poor sod that they've hired in a van that says TV on it, and they just go about going, "Oi, get your license paid."
Oh, or he's just sat there with a pair of binoculars in the back, and he's like looking through into people's front rooms. Is there a TV?
They're watching. They're what? what are they watching? Oh, they're watching the Graham Norton show. Fucking do 'em. Do it. Book 'em.
Do you have an opinion of chat shows? I'm quite staunchly anti-chat show.
Yeah, until you're invited onto one. Let's be honest. If you were invited,
I just don't think I'd be good at a chat show.
if you were invited onto Graham Norton, you'd be on there like a fucking shot.
I mean, yeah, but I also don't think I'd enjoy it.
I mean, well, great. It depends what chat show you go on, because Graham Norton, you've got booze. Alan Carr, you've got booze. I don't know if you've got booze and Jonathan Ross.
Well, I don't like Jonathan Ross.
No,
very much
I wouldn't
at
go
all
on
anyway.
Jonathan. Well, I probably would. I wouldn't go on John. I would go fucking anywhere. I'm an old whore. You know what I mean? I'll do anything. But I think I'd probably want to go on Alan Carr or someone like that, because that just seems
I feel like I
really.
could chat to Alan Carr. I feel like Alan Carr's... I could chat to him.
Yeah.
I feel like Graham Norton, he gives me a bit of a judgy energy.
Yeah.
In general.
And he sort of.
I don't like Jonathan Ross.
Who else?
I can't. Are there any other chat shows in the UK?
There must
Piers
be.
Morgan's Life Stories.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think I could spend 10 minutes in a room with Piers Morgan.
Yeah, fuck that.
British chat shows.
This is the weirdest bullshit I've ever fucking done.
The Kumars at number 42. I've never heard of that.
No.
Friday Night with Jonathan Ross. We've just mentioned that one. Graham Norton. Room 101. Would you go on Room 101?
I'd go on Room
I'd go
101.
Room 101.
Yeah.
I like Frank Skinner. Yeah.
Yep, I'd go on that.
Loose Women.
I'd go on Loose Women. I don't.
No,
I think
mean, it's
I don't like it, but I'd go on it.
Al Murray's Happy Hour.
Al Murray.
Al Murray.
Oh, from QI.
Maybe.
Is Al Murray that he's got long hair?
I have no. I'm gonna have to Google Al
I
Murray.
think there's someone else. Al Murray. Google
Al Murray does not have long hair because Al Murray is bald.
Oh.
Alistair James Hay Murray is an English comedian, actor, musician, and writer. His comedy often includes hard-edged social and political satire.
I'm thinking of Alan. What's his name?
Davis?
What's his name? Alan from QI.
Alan Davis.
Alan Davis, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, I mean, we're nailing this one. I'm pretty sure some of these shows aren't even on at this point. Back chat with Jack Whitehall and his dad. That picture of Jack Whitehall appears to be a much younger Jack Whitehall.
Yeah.
The Rob Brydon Show, which I'm entirely unaware of.
I'd go on that.
The Keith Barrett Show, starring Rob Brydon. I like Rob Brydon. I'd go on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go on.
Another Graham Norton one.
I'd go on. Would I Lie to You?
Yeah, I like Would I Lie to You. That's the thing that we have a lot in the UK that they seem to not have anywhere else in the world. Is panel shows. I'd love to go on a panel show. I suppose, what is Room 101 if not a micro panel show?
That's true. Family.
The Michael McIntyre chat show? What does he do now? Michael McIntyre's Big Show. Is that what he does?
Yeah. What an original name. No, Joe Frost Family Matters.
I think, have you also Googled British chat shows?
Yeah, I have. We're on the same page now.
Joe Frost Family Matters. Tabloid talk show. Two families with different problems seek Joe Frost's advice.
Oh. Joe Frost is Super Nanny, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So whenever I this thing, it just made me think of that episode of Family Guy. Two families with different problems seek Joe Frost's advice, and I can just imagine it's like that episode of Family Guy where they go to that Star Trek convention. And the cast of TNG are there, and Stewie is like trying to ask Patrick Stewart a question, and Patrick Stewart picks somebody else, and he goes, "Yeah, hi, Mr. Stewart. Okay, so my household sponges, they start to smell if I don't use them for a while. What can I do about that?" Well, remember, a dry sponge is a happy sponge, so always thoroughly wring out your sponges after every use. And it just goes on like that, like they ask Gates McFadden about water pressure or something. It just goes on like that. That's what I imagine Joe Frost Family Matters is about. Even though she's Super Nanny, I imagine people go on and say, "Hi, Joe Frost. I don't know how to seal my bathroom properly. Can you show me how to use bathroom sealant, please?" And she goes, "Yeah, of course I can." And then it shows them how to seal a shower cubicle.
Imagine she invited you or me on, and we're expecting some sort of chat show and all that, and we're all dressed in a suit and all that. And there's these two families just sitting there, and we come on, it's like, "Hello, folks," and then you realise, oh wait, this is the wrong chat show, innit? And you're sat down in your best outfit and all that, and they're just talking about their family issues, and you're just like, yeah. So what am I doing at the moment? I'm in a film.
there's a film coming out that I'm in. Can we talk about that, Joe Frost?
When you've
talk about
solved
parenting issues.
when you've solved your family grievances, watch this film that I'm in.
I'll tell you what show I would like to go on.
What?
Taskmaster.
Oh, I don't know that one.
It's a fucking brilliant one. I think it started out as a Channel 4 one, and then I think Dave had it for a while. Now I think it's back on Channel 4.
Yeah.
Greg Davies and Alex Horn are like the two sort of hosts, and they have on a panel of sort of 5 comedians, and they sort of pose challenges to them.
Yeah.
And it's like they all sort of, the idea of the way it's done is that like they'll cut to a VT of James Acaster or whoever. It's like, okay, well, how high in the air can you throw this egg without cracking it? And that's the task.
Right.
And whoever gets the highest wins.
Oh.
That's the idea. And then they'll play this VT of James Acaster throwing it off a roof, and then Ed Gamble will be like, "Oh, well, I can fit it with a parachute, and I can do," and then that's the idea.
Yeah.
And then they'll cut back to the studio, and Greg Davis will somehow award points to each one of them, and then they'll win.
Right.
Yeah, I just really like that show. It's really enjoyable to watch. Very creative. I don't know. I like it.
Yeah. Do you know? My gran said a funny thing the other day.
How dare she?
She said that she's sick of all these presenters because she says it's been the same ones for about 20 years. Like David Mitchell and all these people that have just that are always on, and she's like, you ought to just get rid of them all and get some new ones in. Just to freshen it up a wee bit.
And did you say, sorry, can you put a good word in for me, please, Nat?
Yeah, because you clearly have some clout there, Gran, so I don't know what's... my Gran controls all their careers. She just goes, sacked, all of them. Which would be kind of fucked up, because what that essentially means is that for 20 years she's been favouring these people, and I've been sat with my thumb up my arse waiting for a job, and she's finally just got sick of it. So right, okay, Daniel, now's your chance. Enters it in.
And then you start hosting all these different panel shows.
Yeah, and then she's like, Daniel, you're shite. Go away. You're sacked as well.
You get a hot week on the show, on all these different shows, and she's like, oh no, I don't know why I ever thought that would be a good idea.
I'm like just...
She fires you again.
I'm sweating. I'm running from each place. Welcome to Would I Lie to You.
Man, why do you want me to do this show as well? Fucking hell. Yeah.
I want some new
Hello,
people.
Welcome to QI, where we talk about fucking facts and stuff.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. But yeah.
Well, now that we've had half an hour of utter nonsense, we have some more nonsense.
Yes. So I propose, Lewis, that we use the wheel to determine the questions that we're going to ask.
Okay.
Even though we've written them down and it's all predetermined.
Yeah.
So welcome to the quiz. We haven't thought a name
As
yet.
unnamed quiz, yeah. Right, okay. This is the episode 50 of the podcast. We've done 50 of these.
Wait, half an hour in, we're just getting to that.
There was some very important nonsense we dealt with in the first half hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is the 50th episode of the podcast, and we decided to celebrate. We're going to do a quiz.
Yes.
And whoever loses has to do some sort of ice bucket challenge.
Yes. I mean, I don't know how we're going to lose.
No, the questions... Right, we selected the questions from this scientific study that was meant to measure the general knowledge of the American population. And so we literally... There was like 100 questions, and we just used a random number generator and picked the questions that way. And some of them are like really hard as you get really far down the list, but most of them are quite easy, really. So it might come down to both of us get all the questions right, and then we have to do rock, paper, scissors at the end to decide who gets water dunked on them. Right,
okay. Okay. I haven't really thought this through, but...
Thinking stuff through, that's for idiots.
Yeah.
Why would you ever think something through? God.
Exactly. Right, okay. Welcome to the weakest link. First, start the clock. No, right, who's going first?
What is it, fucking countdown? You've got 30 seconds to answer this question, Danny. Who's going first? Let's take it in turns. You go first. Ask me a question.
Okay. What was the name of King Arthur's sword?
I believe it was Excalibur.
That is correct.
Excalibur, final answer. Boodunk. That's the noise as I press the button to say that's my final answer.
What's that guy's name on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Jeremy Clarkson?
No, not now. The old one.
Oh, Chris Tarrant.
Yeah. I can't do it. I was going to do an impression there, but fuck that. Is that your final answer?
Yes, that is my final answer, Chris Tarrant.
It makes
I can't believe you're in Danny's house. That's crazy.
It makes that noise as well. Yeah.
So why do we want Chris Tarrant for this new game show? Whoever the head of ITV is. Well, he does that noise, doesn't he? You know, that really good noise. Yeah. He does that. So we really want him for this.
I don't even know if he does make that noise.
Neither do I. I barely even know who Chris Tarrant fucking is.
But anyway, question 2 for Danny.
Now, this question, right? The wording of it is a bit weird, so I'm going to give you the question and you've got 2 chances to answer it.
Oh, right, okay.
I'm being generous with this one.
Right.
In which game are men crowned?
What?
Exactly! What a fucking stupid question!
In which game are men crowned?
Yep.
What? How am I supposed to... What game? Is it a board game? Is it a fucking game show?
Okay, I'll tell you what, you've got 3 questions that you can ask me.
Okay.
And I'll lead you towards the answer.
Is it a board game?
Yes. It's going well, this.
Is it likely that I've played it?
Yeah, I'd say it's likely, yeah. I've played it in my lifetime when I was younger, so yeah, I'd imagine you have as well.
Right. Crowned in what way?
In the way of, like... I think if I remember right, you have to get the piece to the other end of the board, and then they get crowned.
Right.
And that's your 3 questions.
Okay. King of the Castle. I don't know.
It is not that.
Right.
Chris Tarrant, can you make your specific noise, please? Yes, of course I can. The answer is, I think the US word is checkers, the British word is drafts.
Checkers? Oh, fuck. I've never played checkers.
Have you not played drafts?
No.
Oh, I have. I used to do it all the time when I was a kid.
Oh.
I did it, pretty sure we have a draft set in the house.
That highlights the differences between our childhoods right there.
You were out foraging for fox meat, and I was there playing drafts.
Oh god, fucking hell, I'm close to getting fucking slushed here with the ice water. It's the first question, I got it wrong. Fucking hell. Okay, right, next question for Lewis. What is the name for a medical doctor who specialises in cutting the body?
I know it's not the case, but I really want it to be Slicey Man. A surgeon, right?
Fuck's sake, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking, is it some? I'm trying to think. Is it got words with practor in them? I was thinking chiropractor, sort of osteopractor, which is I don't know, is that like feet or spines or something? I don't know.
These are so. Why have I got the hard ones?
Blame the random number generator, Danny.
Yeah.
Blame Google.
Okay, next question.
Okay, you'll know this one.
I hope so.
What is the last name of Batman's secret identity?
Oh, Wayne.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, I knew that one. That's how you
2 lists of numbers. Your questions are a little harder than mine.
Yeah. You know the what do you call it? The word that I use for like kids, Waynes.
Oh yeah, Waynes, as in.
Yeah, but that's how it's pronounced like Wayne, like Bruce Wayne. So that's how you pronounce it, just because you keep saying Waynes, and I'm like, fuck's sake. But anyway.
Oh god, that was my water bottle hitting the microphone. It's nice and professional.
Yum. What is the longest river in South?
Hey up now! Hey up now!
Oh, is it?
Whose fucking turn is it?
It's me. You've just asked.
Oh, I haven't.
Whose turn is it? You wait your turn, you dick. It is my turn. No. All right. What is the longest river in South America?
Oh, that's a toughie. Is it the Amazon?
Yes.
Oh, we do love a bit of Jeff Bezos, don't we?
Fucking.
What a guy.
What a guy. Okay. Next. These so piss easy. Right, next question.
Now, don't think too much about this one.
Oh, right.
What is the name of the first artificial satellite sent up by Russia?
Are you fucking joking?
You will know this, I guarantee you'll know this.
I think I do know it. Is it Sputnik?
Yeah, it is!
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank fuck. But do you know what it's going to be? It's going to be like, you get 10 answers right and I get 9 right because of that fucking checkers.
To be honest with you, there's one on this list that I'll be very surprised if you get it quickly. I think there's a chance you will get it, but I think it's a slim chance.
Right, okay.
Knowing, because I know you like history, obviously. It's like a historical question. I know you like history. I know you studied history.
Yeah.
I don't think you studied this specific piece of history.
Okay.
So I'll be surprised if you get it.
Fucking hell. Right, okay, next question. This is fucking ridiculous. What was the name of Tarzan's girlfriend?
Was it Jane?
Yes, it was Jane!
Yeah!
Okay.
I can feel the fury emanating from your soul.
This is so unfair!
Oh, bloody hell.
In which game do fucking men get crowned, or kings get crowned? Fucking what? Right, okay.
Oh, God.
Okay, go.
I can't believe I'm about to ask you this question. What is the name of the liquid portion of blood?
Are you taking the absolute piss? The
No,
liquid...
question 50! That's what the question 50 is!
Is it... Wait. The liquid portion of blood?
Yes.
Is it a pint?
Are you sure you don't want to answer it again?
I'll go again.
And when it says portion of blood, it doesn't mean as in like a portion of beer or a portion of food. It means like a portion as in a proportion of blood that is liquid. What's the name of that?
What? I'm getting iced here. That's what's happening. I better get my ice bucket ready, fuck's sake. I don't know. I pass, I don't know.
Pass?
Yeah.
It's plasma.
Yeah, well I would never have fucking got that, so...
Oh, God.
Why are you getting the piss easy? The next one's a fucking easy one as well. Jesus Christ. I don't think there is a hard question in the ones that I've chosen. Well, I didn't choose them, it was random, but anyway. What is the name of the legendary one-eyed giant in Greek mythology?
I believe it is the Cyclops.
You're fucking A right, it's the Cyclops.
Oh, God. Speaking of the Cyclops, I feel like we need a brief diversion to help Danny calm down a bit. Did you ever read the Percy Jackson books when you were a kid?
No, I've seen the 2 films that were released though.
Well, they were fucking wank,
Yeah,
so
they
don't forget them if you can. But instead, read the books because they're really fucking good. The better series of Percy Jackson books is the second series.
Yeah.
There's like a million different ones. The Heroes of Olympus. It's really good because like it involves both Greek gods and Roman gods and like loads of different stuff. And,
Yeah.
I don't know. They're really good. There's no Cyclopses in them, but there is Cyclopses in Percy Jackson.
Right.
What's your current angriness level at, Danny? Do you need me to carry on helping there?
So the Scoville scale.
Yes.
So
on scale of chili peppers with a Scotch bonnet, is that the hottest one? The Naga pickle or the Scotch bonnet?
Yeah, Scotch bonnet is up there.
Okay, well, if on the scale of bell pepper to Scotch bonnet, where are you?
Scotch bonnet at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, next one. Hey, I'm having a great time.
Sorry, I was choking on my water because hey, I'm having a great time. This you might have played this game.
Oh my god.
What game uses a rubber ball and little metal pieces?
A what?
What game uses a rubber ball and little metal pieces? If you want, you can do the 3 questions thing again.
Is it like Mousetrap?
No.
2
more.
Rubber ball and little metal pieces.
I'm half expecting me to tell you the answer, and you're going to go, "What the hell is that? I've never heard of that."
Is it cribbage?
It's not cribbage, which I'm pretty sure is a dice game.
Yeah, I think it is. Is it marbles?
It is not marbles.
What?
Cribbage is... What the fuck? Yeah, it's a card game.
Yeah, it's a card game.
But it looks like some kind of bizarre fever dream. Christ, that
Yeah.
looks complicated. Would you like to know what the answer is?
Yeah, go on.
The answer is jacks.
What?
Are you unaware of jacks?
I don't know what the fuck Jack. See whoever made this
drafts and jacks.
See whoever
I had
made
these things as a child.
Whoever made this fucking questionnaire, I'm gonna hunt you down.
I'm pretty sure.
Fuck.
Jacks. It's a game. Are you seriously? You're unaware of jacks?
I don't know what. I would have said it if I knew what it was.
Oh god, right, well jacks, basically it's a game where there's like a little sort of bouncy ball and the metal pieces are like sort of like not stars, but it's like I don't even know the way to describe it. It's like 6 points around a central little centre, and there's like little sticks that stick out, and I think you have to throw the jacks on the floor and then bounce the ball to, I think you have to move the jacks or something. I've got no fucking idea.
What a shit fucking game. Okay, next one. Oh, I wonder if he'll get this. What is the name of the severe headache that returns periodically and is often accompanied by nausea?
I believe it's a migraine.
You're fucking right. Yeah, well done. Yeah, had to think about that one, didn't you?
I did, yes. It got me. It gave me a migraine thinking about that one. What's the Scoville scale like, Dan?
It's gone. I've killed someone.
Is it me? Am I the person you've killed?
No, I just want to. I want to find out if the person that made this is still alive, and then I will haunt.
I'll tell you what. I'll have a look while you spin the wheel, and
Okay.
I'll have a look.
I'll give a big spin.
Okay. Okay. Here's a question for Danny. In what sport does a horseback rider hit a ball with a mallet?
Jesus Christ. Why all these shitty fucking middle class questions? All these games that I've never heard of? Because do you know what I was doing in my youth? I was going out fucking just hitting big trees with sticks. That's all I did. I didn't play jacks or fucking cribbage or fucking checkers or whatever the fuck. So a guy on horseback hits something with a mallet.
Yep. He hits a ball with a mallet along a sort of a pitch, I think.
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh! Is it polo?
Yes, it is! Yay!
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh yeah, polo. Yeah, okay. That's the only one I've got so far. No, wait, I've got two.
I've just been looking up. Yeah, you've got two, Polo and Wayne. Oh, and Sputnik.
And Sputnik, yeah, that's true.
I've looked it up. Are the people that made this psychological study still alive? I think they are. I googled the first two. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different scientists: Sarah K. Tauber, John Dunlosky, Catherine A. Rawson, Matthew G. Rhodes, and Danielle M. Sitzman. Thank you very much for these questions. It means that Danny's going to get a bucket of iced water chucked over his head. But John Dunlonsky, at the very least, is still alive. He's teaching at Kent University, from what I can tell.
Lock your doors, fuckers. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to do that.
Yes,
so don't take that seriously. Jesus Christ. You know what I mean? I'm having a stressful time right now. Okay. sake. What is the name of the process by which plants make their food?
It is photosynthesis.
He got it wrong! He stumbled his one! Yeah, it is. It's photosynthesis, you're right. Fucking... This is a fucking wind-up.
I think you'll get the next one, but the question is worded strangely, so if you can't get it from the question, I'll rephrase.
The question isn't who's going to win, it's just how many can Danny get right before the game ends now? How many fucking points can Danny score in to save a bit of his dignity?
Of the remaining 4 questions, there are 2 I think you'll definitely get right.
Right, fuck.
One one where the wording of the question is a bit confusing, and one that I think it's a slim chance you'll get it right.
The next questions for you are piss easy. You have had the pissiest, easiest questions ever. Right, okay.
Tell you what, for Void 60 we'll do this again, and you can pick questions from 90 to 100, and I'll pick questions for you, questions 1 to 10.
Right, okay. Yeah, that sounds great. I don't want to, because I'll still get it wrong and I'll still get iced. Right, okay.
What is the surname of a famous magician and escape artist who died of appendicitis?
Is it Houdini?
It is Houdini!
Yeah.
I thought the wording might trip you up because it's like that was he died from getting punched in the stomach. Like that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh. Okay. Right.
Okay, you'll be pleased to know that the next 2 ones I think you're gonna nail them.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What is the last name of the actor who received the Best Actress award for the movie Mary Poppins?
Is it Andrews, as in Julie Andrews?
Yes, it is.
Sorry, my cat's just walked in. This is breaking news.
Fuck.
Are you gonna meow for the microphone? No, I'm just gonna look at the desk.
You're gonna... Is the cat here to take the piss out of me for getting all the...
Yeah, the cat's... Oh, Danny, the cat's stood on her back paws and she's putting her middle claw up towards the screen. That's what's happening here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get this shit over with, right?
What is the name of a young sheep?
It's a lamb.
Yeah, it is. Way, nice one, Dan.
I was like, wait a minute. Wait, are you trying to trick me?
Is this some sort of trick question? Is this some kind of trick question nonsense?
No, it's called a young sheep, you stupid Scottish cunt.
It's called a wain. It's called a woolly wain. Okay. Am I saying it right now, Daniel? Are you proud of me?
You're still saying Wayne.
That's precisely what you said.
I said Wayne.
A Wayne, as in Rooney?
As in Bruce Wayne.
Ah, Wayne. Okay. It's a woolly Wayne.
Yeah. That's my impression of a sheep, folks. A lamb. Okay. This is a difficult one. Which sport is associated with Wimbledon?
Ooh, I think it's tennis.
You would be correct. How did you?
Oh, fantastic!
How did you get that? Are you cheating?
Well, I was very close to saying.
Are you cheating?
The sport, strawberries and cream, competitive eating.
Oh no, you're wrong. It's jacks. Whatever the fuck that is.
I'm gonna look up a YouTube video on how to play jacks.
I'm not,
because to be honest with you, it's captivated me.
I don't want anything to do with that fucking game ever again. I now know what it is, and I'm fucking sick to the back teeth of it. Okay,
I'm listening to a video. Oh, okay. So you scatter the jacks, which are little metal pieces. You scatter them on the floor.
Oh.
And then there's a rubber bouncy ball. The idea is you throw the jack up in the air, and while it's in the air, you pick up as many as you can.
Oh, that's shite.
Of the jacks. So the idea is that on the first round, you just throw it up in the air, get one jack, and then the ball bounces, and while it's in the air again, you have to catch it. Then round 2, you pick up 2, 3, 4, etc., etc.
That could be Void 60, just the 2 of us playing jacks.
And you're going, I refuse to believe this game exists.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay. You got that one right. Give that a wee tick. Next one.
It's another sport question.
Fuck.
What sport uses the terms gutter and alley?
What?
What sport uses the terms gutter and alley?
Gutter and alley?
I genuinely thought you'd be like, oh yeah, I know this one straight away.
Can you give me a clue?
It involves balls.
Oh fuck. Is it rugby?
It is not rugby. You can have another guess. Go on, treat yourself.
Is it?
There are people screaming into their podcast players now, screaming into YouTube and I don't know. I use Player FM, whatever it might be, the Apple Podcasts app, Spotify. Oh my God, Daddy, what the hell? How can you get this? First you don't know what Jax is, and now you know what this is, you stupid dick.
Why am I getting all the fucking posh questions? Why?
This is not a posh question.
Gutter and alley.
Yes.
Would you have known this if like, you didn't have the answer?
Yes, I would.
Right. Will I go, oh, when I hear the answer?
Yes, you will.
No. It can't. No.
You're about to say, it can't be.
Balls or ball?
No. Unless that's some kind of a Scottish word for...
No, I'm not... That's not the answer. You said it involves balls, and I'm saying
oh, right,
balls
okay, one.
or ball. But one...
Well, it involves one, but because of the scale at which it's played, often several are involved, but only one is ever in play at a given time. Does that make sense? So it's like how in a game of tennis, that there's only one ball in play in tennis at any given time, but they've got like 300 in their pockets or whatever.
Right, but it's not tennis though.
No, it's not tennis.
Right.
You are going to kick yourself.
I don't know. I'm not getting.
Pass?
Yeah, pass.
Okay. It's bowling.
Oh shit! Yeah.
I knew you'd kick yourself. Of course it is. As in gutter, as in like you throw the ball down the alley.
Oh fuck!
And it goes into a gutter, or it doesn't.
Fuck! God's sake!
That's very Johnny Vegas from Benidorm. God's sake, Mum!
She's not my mum. She's my peer. Okay. Fine.
Are you furious? What's the Scoville scale at now?
Oh. It's not really. I'm just sort of sad now. I'm just.
The final question is going to make you even sadder.
Okay. What is the name?
Yep.
What is the name of the horse-like animal with black and white stripes?
Well, as tempted as I am to say penguin, I think it's zebra.
Yeah. It is.
Okay.
I better give...
Time to make Danny very sad.
Okay.
What is the surname... Oh, I will also accept the full name.
Okay.
What is the surname or full name of the woman who supposedly designed and made the first American flag? Do you know this?
No! Of course I don't!
Oh my god! I thought you might know it.
Why would I know this? What the fuck are these questions? Did you collude with these cunts before this guy? It's like, right, okay, guys, give me the easy one. Ask me what a fucking zebra is. The one who designed the American flag.
Yeah,
Are you taking
Well,
the
not the current
piss?
one, the first one, but yeah.
Are you taking the piss? Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh god.
I don't fucking know. Is it?
Do you want to take a guess?
Is it fucking? I'm gonna go with Jane McCaffrey.
I don't even know who Jane McCaffrey is.
I just did a random name that I've plucked out of thin air.
It's Betsy Ross.
Oh, of course! Slap me in the arse and call me Susan. Of course it is! Why wouldn't I know that? Oh wait, because no one does! Jesus.
I knew that!
Yeah, no you didn't!
Yes, I fucking did! The Betsy Ross flag, it's a circle!
Bollocks!
I'm right. People Google
okay.
now the Betsy Ross flag.
Right, okay, let's run up. Do you know? See after
And it's
this.
a circle. It's like the current US flag, but it's a circle instead of like a grid.
Do you know what? Let's run a poll, right, to see how many people fucking knew that. I bet it's like just you and fucking the cunts that made this question here.
Okay, here's a suggestion. If you are listening to this podcast and you know the answer to that question, you knew it was Betsy Ross, or you knew of the Betsy Ross flag in any way at all, tweet us or DM us on Instagram or Facebook us, or we've got the Facebook page now. Send us a message or a comment or something on that, or even send us an email. Was it shoutingintothevoidcontact@gmail.com?
Yeah.
Send us an email. Let us know. I want to know.
Oh Jesus. Okay, let's tally up the scores. Okay, so Lewis, he hung in there for a while, and he managed to get 10 out of 10 for his questionnaire. How many did I get, Lewis?
You got 5 out of 10.
5 out of 10. At least I passed.
Yeah.
If it was a test,
that's
I'd
what is
get.
that, 50%? That's a C?
It's a
GCSE? I honestly don't know.
It's a C. Yeah, I would have got a C.
Nice.
Well,
a C means cold, because you're going to get ice bucketed in.
Yeah, C for cold. C for cunt as well.
C for Betsy Ross.
Jesus Christ. Oh.
Genuinely, I thought you might know Betsy Ross, because I know you studied history at A-level. I thought maybe you'll know, maybe you'll have at least heard the name and it'd spring to mind.
Betsy Ross. Jesus Christ. I think someone's at my door. Wait 2 seconds.
Alright.
Entertain them.
Entertain them. I do feel a bit bad for Danny, because these questions I'm asking him are much harder than the questions he was asking me. Like, in which game are men crowned? Could you think of a worse way to answer that question? Because it's not like checkers is a unisex game. Hang on, which one's unisex? I don't know. Checkers, anybody can play checkers, is the point I'm making. I played checkers or drafts. I'm English, it's drafts, right? Is this where I found out that drafts and checkers are not the same thing? Right, bear with me, everyone. Drafts and checkers. Are they the same thing? Drafts or checkers. Yeah, okay, it's the same thing. Have people played... While you're at it, if you're sending us a message on Facebook or whatever, have you ever played drafts or checkers if you're American? It's a group of strategy board games for 2 players which involve diagonal moves of uniform game pieces and mandatory captures by jumping over opponent pieces. Drafts developed from Albuquerque. The name derives from a verb to draw or move.
Hello.
Hi, Danny. Who was at your door?
Betsy Ross. She called me a cunt. No, but yeah. So.
How are you feeling, Dan? What's the post fight? How's the champ feeling tonight?
Yeah, fantastic.
How are you feeling about getting ice bucketed?
Yeah, well, I can't wait. It's going to be great.
What is it? It's October now. There's a chance it'll be raining when it happens.
I won't even need to pour a bucket.
In the rain, you'll get pneumonia.
Yeah, but so for the. Yeah.
So for the fans, Dan.
Yeah.
That's what you got to think.
All 2 of them.
But yeah, we'll be taking a video of that. We'll be upload. Well, Danny's in Scotland. I'm in England. But yeah, Danny will be taking a video of that, of him getting bucketed or bucketing himself, or some form of icing will occur to Danny.
Yep.
And then that'll go up on our YouTube and social media and stuff. If you make sure you're following us, and you'll see it.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll make sure that gets done. I'm writing it in my diary right now.
Fantastic. What's the day you're booking it in for?
Oh, I don't know. It's Sophie's choice. So many options. All 7 of them raring to go.
Are you going to nominate Betsy Ross after you?
Yeah, I nominate Betsy Ross and the people who made. I'll memorise all their names and just list them. Just be like, get a fucking bucket of ice over you pricks. Jesus Christ.
Oh, good stuff. Well, I don't have to get iced.
I know, because you get the pissiest, easiest questions in the entire world. But I'm not going to blame. A good worker doesn't blame his tools. You know, I agreed to the terms, and I will get absolutely soaking because of it. So,
if I remember right, you suggested the terms.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, you said, because I was like, bath full of beans, shave your head. What can we do? He said, how about a bucket of ice water? I was like, yeah, okay.
Fuck's sake. I was always too nostalgic. So yeah, this was meant to be a sort of jumping off point for new viewers, just to sort of let them know what we're about, what we got up to. And if you've come away from this podcast today feeling like, what the fuck was that? Same. Jesus.
But if this is the first episode you've listened to, thank you.
Yes.
For starters. All the other episodes are on YouTube. If it's not the first episode you've listened to, then thank you for sticking with us, whether you joined us in void number 1 or void number 49. Thank you for listening to the podcast and making it a reality for this long. We absolutely adore doing this.
Definitely.
And thank you so much for listening. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be doing it, so thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well,
I can just imagine you cursing Betsy Ross as the bucket of ice water. Oh, fucking Betsy Ross!
Damn you, Betsy! A billet Star Trek 2, Wrath of Khan. Ross!
Yeah, perfect.
Jesus Christ. Well, that has been the 50th episode of Shouting Into the 50 fucking episodes.
I know, and it's taken us this long to chuck a bucket of ice.
I know.
You.
Let's give ourselves a round of applause, team in the studio here.
Yes, in the studio here.
Hey, there we go.
My cat went back downstairs.
Fantastic.
She's not here to see me clapping her.
Yep. Yeah, the only other person is fucked off. She get bored with my rambling and has I'll just take a wee tea break while they're doing that, and just forgot to come back.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Anyway,
thank you very much for listening to this episode. We've got a bit of shilling to do, Dan.
We do.
A bit of wonderfully capitalist shilling that we absolutely love doing.
Oh yes.
That's the only reason I do the podcast, really, is for this shilling bit. I love it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need. I'm on Instagram at O'Hiram. I'm on Facebook at Daniel K Actor. I'm on Twitter at Kerzo2000.
Right there, Dan.
Yeah, I've got a tickle in my throat. I'm on Twitter at Kerzo2000. What are you on, Lewis?
I am on Instagram at Lewis_Brindley. I am on Twitter at LewisBrindley4, and I have a Facebook page called Lewis Brindley. And speaking of Facebook pages, Dan,
yes,
is there something going on with them?
Yeah, we now have a Facebook page.
Woo!
So yeah, that's exciting.
It is, isn't it? Yes, we have a Facebook page where will be updates about the show and anything that we might be getting up to. So go and check that out if you want. I think it's just called Shouting Into the Void. So go and take a look.
Yeah, absolutely. We are on Podomatic, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Podcasts, we have a YouTube channel, we're on Deezer, we're on Google Podcasts, we're on Amazon Podcasts, we have a PayPal donate button, so anything you can spare would be absolutely fantastic for us. We're on Patreon, and we want to thank our wonderful, wonderful patrons. Chloe.
Thank you.
Darius.
Thank you.
Sophie.
Thank you.
Peter.
Thank you.
Aditya.
Thank you.
And Richard.
Thank you, one and all. You make the show possible, and you mean the absolute world to us, so thank you.
Yes, thank you so much.
And speaking of our patrons, what's the situation with deciding what film we're going to do next, Dan? How does that work? Can you give me a brief rundown of how that works?
Well, Lewis has been working very, very hard, and he has come up with a system in which those that are a patron will get first crack to decide what we talk shit about.
Indeed, and there are 172 entries on this list.
Yes.
Which is absolutely crazy.
Which is just absolutely fantastic. So the more interaction, the better. But we'll decide, and we'll do that just after the shilling. And we're nearly there. We also have merch. If you want a t-shirt, a tote bag, a jumper, a mug, all sorts of crazy stuff. The link for Redbubble and Teespring will be in the show notes, in the description or wherever. You'll be able to find them. They're very, very easy.
They'll be within arm's reach, promise.
Yeah, so just give them a look if you want to buy something for yourself, for your friend, for your partner, whoever.
For your dog.
For your cat, for your gerbil, for your hamster, for Betsy Ross. I don't know.
Betsy Ross,
Who
yeah.
fucking,
If you want to buy something for my cat?
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? So yeah, anything you like. And last, but certainly not least, we are partnered with a fantastic company called Number 12 Crochet Avenue. And Lewis has got some fantastic things to say about that wonderful company. Lewis?
Indeed I do. Number 12 Crochet Avenue is a business run by my amazing wife where she crochets and designs and is incredibly very, very good at it. Go and check it out. The Instagram page that she runs is at Number 12 Crochet Avenue. It's no numbers, no punctuation. It's just those words, Number 12 Crochet Avenue. And even if you're not planning on commissioning something, go and take a look because the Instagram is chef's kiss beautiful. Mwah! So go and take a look.
Mwah, indeed. Yeah, that's the shilling. That's us.
Indeed it is.
Okay, Lewis, let's decide.
Okay, because this, as I say, the spreadsheet has 172 entries on it, which is utterly insane. Mm-hmm. A lot of the first sort of, let me have a look. The first sort of 68, it seems, were suggested during the course of a live stream we did a billion years ago. And so we've decided we're going to prioritise the ones that have been suggested in our Discord by our patrons.
Yes.
That's from 69 to 172. So, I'm in my random number generator now.
Okay.
You're gonna have to take my word for it because I'm not taking a picture.
I'll spin the wheel, right, and then you say the number and
Yes.
and you say what we're doing. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
112 is the number, which is suggested by Aditya, The Sound of Music.
Oh!
I don't think I've ever actually seen that.
I have a long time ago.
Is it good? Do you remember it?
Yeah, it's a very good musical. Fa-la-dee-da-do-da-da-da. Let's say.
Wasn't that one of the questions in this episode?
No, that was it. It was who played Mary Poppins. It was Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews is in it.
Oh well, fantastic. That's handy, I suppose.
Yeah, it fits with the
well,
theme.
this film from 1965. That's what we're doing next week. Thank you very much, Aditya, for recommending that. It is your request has now been fulfilled.
Well, there you go. Only 300 to go. No, well, there you go. We're doing The Sound of Music next week. Fantastic.
Indeed we are.
So yeah, that was number 50. Big 50.
Indeed.
Wow. Holy shit.
50 of these episodes. How crazy is that?
I know. What are we doing?
I know. what am I doing with my time?
No, but seriously, thank you so much for listening.
Yes.
If you've made it this far, it means the world to us, and we love doing this, and we're going to keep on doing it as long as people listen. So tune in for
we are indeed, yes,
for next week.
Yep, thank you very much. It would mean the absolute world if you did tune in. Thank you very much for listening to this episode and to any others that you might have listened to. Thank you.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye.